recording?
Yeah. Welcome to another episode.
Hang on, we gotta do the clap. Alright, perfect.
Alright. Welcome to another episode of Never Settle Garage Podcast. This is episode what, 13?
13, yeah.
13. That's Chris, Adam. We got Samson joining us, one of our mechanic buddies. We got Mouse over there, Steven, the quiet one in the corner.
Absolutely.
We don't have little Steve today because he didn't answer his phone. I'm James.
He's probably asleep.
Probably repairing his box.
Yeah, we had a nice storm the other day, so he's probably trying to find a new home.
I was so lost for a second. I was like,
His box, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he freaking makeshift it with all the freaking wood to prop it up.
yeah.
Well, I brought him the tin can thing to help him, but it didn't work.
Still gotta find more money.
Yeah, I'm trying to fill his bucket up for him.
Yep, absolutely. Cool.
How was everybody's week?
Busy. Very busy. I should have been racing today, but I slept too much.
Oh, I guess we did talk about we're not going union.
No?
No, it was by a landslide.
Good.
Wasn't by landslide. I got, what did he say? One goes around.
He said, even if they counted Mike and like 2 other people, it still wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, even if 3 other people voted yes, it wouldn't
Wow.
matter. So,
Well, it's good in a way, though.
yeah, union, we're not happening. So that's cool.
Yep. So you guys get pay raises out of it then?
Yeah,
Well,
Allegedly.
yeah, they got a
They
30
got
day
a
grace.
30-day grace period to come in and talk to us about
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's still a bunch
trying to
of
wait.
bullshit.
Yeah, they have that.
Even though they had months and months and months to come in and talk to us, we never did.
Well, they're kind of forced to now, so. Fair enough. Oh, well. All right. Well, we have our new guest questions we should probably ask.
Yeah, who the hell are you?
This is beer you get.
Oh.
As you guys know me, I'm Sam. I'm an auto body technician by trade.
Cool.
I've been doing it probably about 7 years at this point.
Yeah. Definitely. So I got about 3.5 under my belt, so I feel your pain. For
He
sure.
works with computers for a living.
Well, that's my side. That's my hobbies. But yeah, professional like mechanics are right about
Adam, this is the man I call when I can't figure it out.
But there's a difference between that and auto body.
Not really. I work at Rivian, they go mesh hand in hand now.
Yeah, it's like robots and shit.
No, but so I guess what is your current car / project car that you're working on?
Which one?
I don't know. The fans don't know and
Yeah,
stuff like that. So I
what's
mean,
your
kind of run
favorite?
down what you got, whatnot, and setups and what you plan on doing with it.
I guess one that I'm pretty close to being done with is a 2012 Nissan Altima.
Okay.
It was completely slammed when I got it. Had to replace the engine cradle and all the lower suspension parts.
Statical.
It's now sitting on 22s with low profile, and it's pretty well tucked still, but
And so you showed us a picture before the podcast started, and it looked really good. So.
that one was pretty well done, other than just a few interior stuff. Biggest one I'm working on right now is a 2011 Dodge Ram. It's a 3500 crew cab long.
Okay.
Um,
cabs.
yeah,
Oh,
dually.
big booty.
Used to be
Yeah.
a
Throw some
pipe.
dips on it.
Yeah.
Used to be a pipeline rig, so it's got a branching and brush guard and
Oh, hell
a
yeah.
star, I believe. Not that on
My
it.
brother would be jealous.
Your brother.
Wait till you hear what he's got in it.
The thing that makes it a bit different is it's got a 97 12-valve Cummins.
That's alright.
Or for A, love it.
So it's pretty well stock motor and trans.
It's
at this
still a good
point,
motor,
but
You did auto or manual?
It's auto.
I
don't work
Gotta switch that trains out real quick.
My dad might have one laying around.
That's what he's working on.
I'm actually looking at trying to put the original 68 RFE trans face back in.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, no, that'd be a solid drivetrain for sure.
Yeah, that or I might do what he suggested and just throw an Allison trans in that.
could.
Haven't quite decided.
They do
what
make pretty
direction.
decent kits for that.
Allison
It's pretty,
trans,
it's pretty easy to get it to get in there.
Allison is the best transmission. But just gotta merge it up to become
Yeah.
Just show them Nissan Asta.
Yeah, that's how they did it.
I'm pretty sure there's adapter plates everywhere.
Oh yeah,
by now.
I'm sure you, yeah, you can just probably order an adapter, a kit that'll probably come with a trans mount and everything.
There's probably at least blueprints if you haven't go CNC made.
Yeah, for the machine, yeah.
Definitely.
But that one there is my largest project as of right now.
I mean, diesels in general, it just never ends.
He's got he thought we were busy.
Definitely. I've got a 06 Ram 2500.
Okay.
It's screw cap on the four-wheel drive.
I like it. You like screw caps.
It's lifted 7 inches in the rear,
Okay.
9 up front,
Nice.
sitting on 20 by 14s and 37-inch tires.
Oh yeah.
Biggest problem is it needs a motor right now.
Oh god.
I didn't hear any issue, you got a 12 valve running around.
That's true. 12 valve, you pump it, whatever, throw it right
12
in.
valves in the dually. How would you take it out the dually and put it into a single wheel? Honestly. You said burnouts? I don't think you're doing many burnouts with 37-inch mud grippers.
It would do
12
it.
valve with a compound
It'll do it,
turbo
but-
setup, I think will do very nicely, buddy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I've seen some dualies do some fat burnouts, I think it'd be alright.
You got that bike project too that you got fixed.
I've got an 04 Gixxer 600.
Okay.
You don't need that, just sell that to me.
I had I had
You
no
don't need
06.
it either, but it needs a new ECU.
Yeah, I had no 06.
Possibly, I don't know what's going on.
God damn it, I might have one of
You've
those.
done so good on staying on one project and finishing it.
I know I have. All of you guys should be proud of me because I'm probably the worst one there when it comes to buying more than one project.
I'm bad.
And for 2 years, I've only had one project.
Yeah.
I went from a truck to a bike to another bike to a boat. Like,
Vicker.
Very proud you have it. Like, ooh, that's nice on my face.
I think I've had the longest.
It's hard.
But it's,
It's very hard.
I think I've had the longest project car that's actually been done. It
Yeah.
sits in the driveway now.
Yeah.
It's like arm quicker than
You've had the
princess.
Vic for how long now?
See, I bought it in 2011.
Yeah, God damn.
So
Fuck, dude.
almost 12 years now.
Well, like, the thing is, like, the Vic is, like, been done forever.
Like 9 of those years, yeah.
He's just like, maybe this will make it good.
Exactly. So
You're just doing.
hopefully-
That's the nice part, though. I want a car that you get when you first get the project. You know, you work on it because you have to,
Right.
so that it runs good. And then you get to the point where you work on it because you want to.
Exactly.
And that's the point where it's just like performance upgrades,
Yep.
cosmetic modifications.
Yep.
It's like, all right,
Yeah, I was gonna say I
that's
have,
the fun stage.
I have
Well,
yet
that's
to like.
where I got with my car.
Yeah,
I got
this is-
I got the suspension done. I brakes other than the e-brake cables, which I ordered.
Right.
And now I'm to the point where I decided I'm gonna paint it,
Yeah.
get body parts, wheels, shit like that, make it look good.
Pretty much.
That's
That's like
what I'm-
the first 2 years of owning the car, I dropped 10K into it, but upgrading all the performance and stuff on it, and left the body alone. And what was it, about 9 months ago was the first time I ever bought like taillights or anything for it to actually start cosmetically actually changing the car or whatever. So, I mean, I lowered it.
You're at the fun point with it.
Yeah, I'm at the fun part now. So now I'm toying with actually putting a 5.4 motor in it instead of the 4.6
Ooh.
supercharging it.
Okay.
So I got the motor tore down to the block. It's still sitting on the engine.
Throw a Godzilla motor in it and say,
I
fuck
thought
it.
there's actually one person that's already done that, throwing a 7.3 gas motor in the freaking Crown Vic, whatever, and supercharged it.
Yeah,
Like,
just throw a Godzilla motor in it.
I need to do that now that I know what it
Well,
is.
how much is the crate Godzilla?
I have no idea. Probably out of my price range.
Yeah, it's probably like 10 grand.
I would have to sell the Caprice to figure
If you know how much a crate Godzilla motor is, put it in the comments and let
Right.
us know.
Yeah. Provide information. Yeah.
Where's Chris?
But yeah, I kind of watching TV. But yeah, so with trucks, I used to have a truck as well too. I had an 02 F50 quad cab, 4-inch lift all the way around, 23 stuff like that. Had a TS6 chip on it and fold down pump setup out. And that was really about it to it, but I freaking loved it.
Yeah, before my 06 Ram that I currently have, it needs motor. I had it was an 02 or an 03, it was a 73
Yep.
crew cab. This was a shore bed, but I got rid of that just because it needed all cover gaskets.
Oh, yep.
It needed the 50-cent mod, and I just didn't feel like it.
Yep.
And he wrecked his
anymore.
Mustang.
I had to do the intercooler pipe change out. I had the starter fall out of it because the previous owner decided it was a great idea to put a manual starter in an automatic transmission. So I had a fucking stack of like an inch and a half of
Who
washer.
thought of this?
The previous owner of the truck. It was like, I don't know how it was just like settled maybe over time, whatnot, but eventually the starter like started getting offset into the hole.
That
and it was
get
just
into
like
it.
kind of sitting into it. And it literally like dropped out, but what we didn't realize it started creating 3 flat points on the flywheel, so I had to freaking change all that stuff out. But the 02s, the 01s and 02s had the pot metal adapter between the engine and the transmission. So when we were trying to take the starter out of it, we already replaced it or freaking put it up there too many times, whatever, and stripped out all 3 of the freaking, the crossbred, the whole 9 yards. So a freaking $300 project turned into $4,000,
Some people are just
So-
special, all right? Some people are just special.
But I mean, the additional cost was kind of partially my fault, whatever type deal, because when we put the transmission back in after replacing the flywheel and stuff, and we had the new adapter from the recall and whatnot, we were doing a test set on the torque converter and set everything in. Everything went fine, didn't think too much of it, whatever. Cranked it over about 1.5 turns, whatever, and welded the torque converter into the transmission.
Oh,
Tried
fuck.
freaking like dead dropping it from a freaking engine hoist, whatever, try to separate it and couldn't. So I had to get a whole new trans, torque converter, everything in that freaking truck.
Damn.
So I mean, I worked at Ford at the time, so whatever, I got a discount on the trans, whatever. But I mean, it's still $4,000 out of pocket, whatever type of thing. So, but yeah, that's fun stuff.
The biggest repair I ran into on my 73 is I ended up, the H-pop was leaking. At the time, I didn't know a whole lot about mechanics. Sent it to a shop, they cross-threaded it.
Ugh.
Ended up another $1,500 in putting an adrenaline H-pop in it.
Yep.
And it still leaked about a month later.
Yep. I mean, I would love those motors, but there's so much you gotta do to actually like bulletproof them.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, they're still already bulletproof. Like if you get them from factory, whatever, like never do anything to them, whatever, they'll last forever. But
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, what do you think? Like my dad's got a 97 7.3.
when you start,
That's what I grew up in,
tinkering with it,
and
that's when you start fucking
it's
up.
got. He bought it in. It's a 97. He bought it in probably 2000, maybe
Yeah,
2 or 3 years old when he bought it,
Yep.
and the fucker is mint. Like I can't wait to get my hands on it because it has nothing wrong with it.
You're literally gonna ruin
I
it.
was like, speaking of 73 guys,
There's a reason there's nothing wrong with it, Adam. It hasn't been in your hand.
It's only got like 150,000 miles.
Exactly.
Exactly. Don't touch it. Drive it nicely.
Exactly. It's gonna be my.
I still remind Josiah quarterly that he needs to get his truck done.
Josiah, the scumbag, if Josiah sees this, because I know he does watch the podcast sometimes, scumbag the shit out of you. It's been fucking what, 5-7 years?
Since 2016.
Talking about
since he had
his
the
truck?
Yeah.
his truck.
He-
What's
he's-
wrong with this truck?
And he tore it apart, remember?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he hasn't put it back.
He hasn't put it back
together.
together. He has all the parts. He Snapchatted me the other day. He's like, I really need to put my truck back together. I have everything now.
Yeah.
I was like,
Then
dude,
get to work.
It's like
Yeah.
fucking 7 years. Put it together.
Yep. Oh yeah. When I got my taillights and my Crown Vic, whatever, I was like, hey, I'm one upping you right now. I got parts, whatever. Actually put them on my car. He's like, shit.
Scumbag, put your shit together if you listen to
There's
this.
a guy, I don't know who he is, but if you go out Route 9, like out through Danvers and whatnot, on your way to Mackinac, there's a guy off on the right side after you come around that turn for, like there's that bar on the, when you take the right on Route 9 off of,
Yes.
and you go out and go around that corner, this guy out there got a ton of old dead sides. He's got like 6 old like 70s dead side Fords sitting out there.
Huh.
Just sitting out in his yard. Some of them have been like primered, some of them are just sitting, some of them are half-ass finished. I was like, damn, I need
Huh.
to talk to him and see what he wants to let go of.
I just need to finish mine.
I haven't been out that direction. pop.
Adam and Chris, if you guys were wondering, my car still does slide.
Yeah?
Yes.
On the rocks.
Very, very easily on the rocks too. Minimal throttle.
Right.
Yeah.
Very.
The neighbor wasn't happy. Came out and yelled at me yesterday.
That's funny.
It's okay, it was worth it.
Mouse,
I felt way better after I did it.
Good.
how's your boom booms going? And you got your lights in too,
Yeah.
right?
Finally got
Those
a
lights work really well. I'm surprised that they're holding my board as well. I mean, there's one little spot where like it's starting, like the lights are starting to pull up at. But I highly recommend those things are fantastic.
For those of you that don't know, he got the
Ambient lighting.
ambient lighting for the interior of his car. The ones that you put in all the little
Yeah,
crevices and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Once you figure out where to put it at in your trim, the install is like seamless. Tucking wires isn't that hard. It wasn't like, too hard for me.
Experiences may vary.
Yeah.
Experiences may vary. I mean, it's just a matter of whether you can install that type of stuff.
If you
or
take
not.
your time with it or not too.
Huh?
If you take your time with it. Some people will rush
Yeah.
through it. Whoever
Oh,
cares about it.
That's what I did at first, and then I took a minute. I was like, calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
The excitement.
I mean, it depends too. Like if you're gonna, already wired into, like you just plug yours into the 12 valve, right?
Which is nice. Which is what's nice about that kit. Is that it comes with that 12 volt adapter, and then it comes with like an auxiliary adapter.
Yeah.
Like, you can plug it to like that.
Yeah. So mine, I have my truck set up with. I got a 2011 Chevy 1500, and I replaced my original stereo setup with a single DIN stereo because it gave me the compartment with a single DIN. You get that little compartment
Right.
underneath it. Well, I used that compartment. I ordered on Amazon and it fit perfectly. I don't know why, but it's by Nightlight. Is an auxiliary switch. It comes with like it has 5 or 6 switches on it, and it fits perfectly into that slot
Oh, yeah.
for that they give you that compartment for. So now I have like 5 auxiliary switches, and I have my rock lights wired to it, and my interior lights wired to it. So if I do something like that, I'm looking at it, and then I would wire it right to my interior, the switch that's for my interior lights. Eventually I'll have, when I get my new bumper and winch, my winch will be run to it. I'll have a switch I can turn on the winch.
Nice.
I can turn on my outside lights when I get my off-road lights and shit. And it's just right there in the dash.
You wanna know why I don't have a truck with a winch on it?
Because you'll use it.
Because there's so many parts in the spot I want at Walmart. I'm gonna winch their fucking car.
Dude,
Dude,
it's-
park mine there.
I mean, I have toe straps right now, and I was literally talking to my wife the other day, and I was like, I need to make sure my 4-wheel drive's good and everything. For whatever, I gotta tow people's out. And that day, I had to go. I was going to Hershey. They're going to Walmart, and freaking, there was a guy in a Dodge Ram, 1500. Broke down in the middle of freaking Hershey. So what I do? I pulled over, got my straps out, and towed him into a freaking parking lot. I was literally just talking about having to tow people out this way.
Yep.
I'm pretty well getting my truck set up to do the same. I ended up getting either a 9 or 12,000 pound.
So I want both of your earphones.
I got.
Oh, I saw the light bar you got on there too, dude. Fuck yeah.
Well, did you look at the grid, the front bumper? I know I put my 7-inch rounds up in it.
Oh shit, nice.
So now on top of the tow light, I have the 4 7-inch rounds. I
Yeah.
got the 12,000, I believe it's a 12,000 pound winch sitting on one of those hitch receivers.
That's the one we
things
used
slide
to
over.
winch up the highway.
I don't know why I'm on this episode. It's all truck shit, bro. I'm not-
And even my front bumper has a hitch receiver spot, so I
Right.
can do it in either the head or the front bumper. It's fucking trouble out.
Oh, so you don't know about this truck life, okay?
Dude, one day, hey, finish that project first, and then you get a truck.
Get a truck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason that car's been the only car I've
Dude,
owned for like
I know,
2 years.
I understand the benefits of owning a car, but once you get a truck,
Right.
Everybody's
you'll
gonna need
never
it.
go back.
You'll always have friends. You will always have
You'll
friends.
never go back.
Oh yeah. Well, friends like you,
I
truck
use
or a
that-
trailer or both.
Yeah, I use the hell out of my truck.
Truck or, oh yeah, speaking of trailers, you said you found me a trailer.
For the car?
Yeah. You literally just said that earlier.
No, I said I found the house.
No, we were talking about trailer in my car.fo.
Oh yeah, I said I was asking, making sure you're gonna trailer your car. I didn't say I
Yeah.
found you a trailer.
Oh.
You get a trailer from U-Haul.
I was saying-
No, it doesn't
We'll
say.
borrow a trailer.
I'll borrow a trailer.
He has a trailer.
Yeah,
Your
Rick
brother
does.
does?
Well, either you or I can borrow.
My dad has one.
Tyler or your dad. I don't really care.
We got a truck.
I can find
We
a
need
trailer. I can find.
Is it a covered trailer or?
It's an open.
Open trailer. Open covered doesn't matter.
No, I don't care. It's not an IFO. It's 2 hours away. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not that far. Yeah, for those of you that haven't tracked us on previous episodes, we are going to IFO in St. Louis, September 20. Oh, we're not going on the 25th. We're actually going
Yeah.
24th, which
No,
is
we're
Saturday.
going on the 25th.
25th on Sunday.
Sunday.
Okay.
We're leaving that
So
morning,
25th.
coming back that night.
So he's taking his car.
Possibly, hopefully.
Hopefully.
We're crossing our fingers.
And you're going, right?
He might not.
I'm only going if I don't make it on drag week. So
Yeah.
that is the same. That's going to be the ending of drag week for that week. So if you don't see me on drag week for that entire week, whatever, I'll be at IFO as well.
And Steven's gonna swap his tires and take his car, and we're gonna fix his front splitter.
Yeah. So
You can
we're
put-
gonna
you can put your
trailer his
fronts on your
car
rears,
down,
so you can at least get down the drag strip a little bit.
and then you're gonna drive your car.
He
And
was
if
talking
you
about
go,
taking
you're gonna
his.
drive.
Yep.
He's gonna drive. And we're gonna trailer his down.
I'm hoping to be
So-
at least 600 horse before I get to IFO.
I'm hoping to have that motor not gone before I have
I'm hoping to get him swapped up.
There's that too.
Yeah, because they have the sound competition too.
No.
They
Yeah.
do have a sound
They
competition
do have
at
an audio
IFO.
competition.
They have an audio
They
competition.
didn't
yes.
last time we went.
They do.
Right. They will this time since it's sanctioned.
Oh,
Yeah.
she.
Yeah.
They're gonna have
You're
an audio
welcome.
competition.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's gonna be compared to him. There's gonna be guys that got like
Well, I don't know if that one guy's there.
Shit.
If that one dude's there from last time.
Blow me up.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna set up my freaking audio on my Harley
Yes.
and take it.
No,
down.
this guy supplied
No,
the
man,
audio
he
for the
supplied
entire.
audio for the entire event, bro. I'm talking
Out of the back of his SUV.
everywhere.
Yeah. Out of
That was what Yukon or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Oh,
his-
Tahoe. It was
Tahoe. Yeah, he literally was the one supplying all of the sound
He
for
had
the
all
entire
this
thing.
shit. He had
Yep.
direct other speakers, dude. He had, I don't even know how many fucking.
The Harley's gonna run 2 4s in the front, 2 8s, and 2 to 4 6x9s in the rear.
That's the only thing that I like is like those sundown audio 8s are like amazing. Like I went to the Beacon the other day, show Monza. Like those are just 8s. Yeah. just two
Yep.
8s.
That's why.
It's like eights have come a long
Dude, have you
way.
seen
Oh,
the? Have you seen what's the company? CT Sounds.
Yes.
They got some 8 inches that are freaking awesome. They're good ass
That's pretty
subs.
decent. Yeah.
Well, those sundowns were comp subs.
Yeah.
They were used with
Yeah.
the dude that had that white money.
Oh.
They
yeah.
were originally his, and then I had them rebuilt by
Eric.
or David. David.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hernandez. Yep.
Hernandez.
He's a big name. For
Yeah.
car audio.
I had him rebuild them. So,
Did you order your new splitter? Yeah.
are you getting a new splitter? Or you just kind of.
Or you're just gonna run with it?
You can put your yellow bumpers back on.
Yeah, we put your bananas back on.
Cover it up. It's fine.
You might want to put those back on that bitch when you're gonna drive it on the interstate in case you hit a tire or something.
But I want to get rid of the plastic one. I want to actually get a metal one.
Metal one. Could you then make metal, or were you gonna order it, or do you have to have a machine?
I mean, I was just thinking about taking the plastic one off, tracing it, and then just
make
putting it out there.
See, when we reinstall, we'll get fat ass.
You'd be better
washers
off
on
without
both sides.
rotting though, if you can just bend it yourself.
What it's flat? I mean, what do you
It's
think?
flat.
Oh, it's all flat, so it doesn't curve up on the
It's a splitter, not a fucking lid.
Alright, my bad.
What do you mean? We're at the podcast.
Where were we at?
The shop.
The conversation.
The
There
conversation.
wasn't one. The conversation.
We ended that conversation before we
The
came.
conversation
You know
was
what?
where's the time we're at?
Go get a hairbrush. Fuck
This
yourself.
shit is wild right now.
Bro, okay. She told me to fix it this morning, and I tried, and it didn't work. And-
Right.
Perks of being a woman, I guess.
yeah, perks of having tits and long hair.
Every time
So-
he takes his like bun stuff off, whatever, it looks like Mikey
Yeah.
from
Yes! Yes! He does!
What? Wait, what?
from
Oh my
the
God.
West Coast Choppers.
Yes!
on the Discovery Channel
He
back in the
does.
day. He looks like Mikey.
That's perfect!
I don't know, you look like one of them dudes.
Oh, man.
One of them dudes that Joe Exotic would go after.
Alright, so we've got your project, we talked about his projects, your lights. James, where are you at with the Infinity, bro?
It's outside.
Fuck off!
He's at the shop with it. What do you mean?
His car needs the e-brake cable, a new fucking battery, dude. I swear to fucking God.
Yeah.
Right?
New battery.
Jesus,
No,
angler.
Maybe you want me to
No,
bring
He
it
no,
sat,
there.
he sat here for every
Babe,
bit of half an
raise your
hour
hair.
trying to get it
You
started.
want to later?
Right now?
Not right now.
Why?
Later.
Half the fucking hour yesterday
But yeah.
trying to get it cranked.
You don't want me to?
I was like,
I don't
dude,
care if you're in it. I don't.
I finally
Just
said,
say
I was like, dude, just fucking pop her in fucking neutral, push this bitch out.
Right?
Put the welded diff, bro, to be a bitch. I was like, whatever, I guess
If
we're
it goes in a straight line, it's
Dude,
fine.
when I had my Datsun, I used to freaking drive. It didn't. The starter was bad, so until the new starter came in, I used to have my ex-fiance, her dad. He had an old Dodge Dakota manual, and he'd get behind it. The car was like old, hadn't been redone or anything. He'd just get behind it and push the car, and I'd start the car.
I've done that with the 7.3.
For real?
Actually,
Yeah.
Star-
Has someone else
Star-
push it?
Yeah.
I've done that with that car before.
Pain in the ass to push a freaking 7,300-pound truck, whatever,
Yeah.
forward 3 inches.
Done that with that car before too. So no, I need the e-brake cables, which are ordered. I don't need the angle. I want to drift it without the angle kit first. I don't want to get too used to having that extra. I want to get used to only having a little bit to get more comfortable with less angle drifting,
Gotcha.
and then start swinging it more later on. Because I don't want to get in the habit of always feeling like I have extra room, and then one day not have the extra room and can't do shit.
Right. Fair enough.
But the harness bar came in. Your brother's helping me with that next Sunday,
Okay.
so hopefully we get that sorted, and then I
Then
can
probably a good opportunity to snag him on the podcast too. If you already went
Yeah.
Sunday.
Well, I'm
We're doing it
Not
Saturday.
doing it next
Or Saturday.
Sunday.
Yeah, Saturday. Sorry.
Yeah, maybe we can. Maybe if it's late enough, we'll come. Because he said something about 7 o'clock that night. That's what I'm planning for.
6 or 7.
Yeah.
6 or 7.
You'd be free that time. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to talk to him about it,
Yeah.
maybe we can get him to hop on.
Yeah, honestly,
Or actually, we'll have Ashley Gerber
It
here
depends
too.
on when she.
Oh,
We're trying to
yeah,
get.
him too,
We're
yeah.
trying to get special guests.
Depends on what she can.
But we'll have Adam. He won't be here.
I won't be here.
That's what I'm saying. It depends
So
on
if
when
we
she
have your
can.
brother and
I am gonna be drunk on a river next weekend.
Have
So
fun. We don't
you
care.
guys have fun.
Enjoy your activities.
your Caucasian activities.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
White people activities? Is that what you're saying?
No racial shit.
Activities.
Hey, it's okay. We can take a mud hole and have a good time. I don't know why I said weed, but I mean,
I have fun in the
We,
mud.
Adam.
I know.
Sam,
People listening don't know.
He's got a mud truck.
he's going with.
He's got mud
The
Jeep.
people that listen to
He's
this
not
thing
going
on
with me.
like Spotify probably don't realize that Adam's not actually white.
They think it's like, yeah, guys, this podcast is literally just these 5 white guys and one half black.
One half black. See the way you say it.
He's alright. I mean, he's got a
one
do-rag on, but
half
he's getting
black. The
You
way
literally
said
called him
that.
a mutt, bro.
He's my
The
son.
way
I'm
you
a
said
mutt,
that-
so I mean,
the way
he's a
you
mutt.
said it- The way you said it had a little bit too much animosity for me. And
You can't.
He's just confused.
He's not confused. This part is white. This part is brown.
I'm like mulatto at best. It's okay. But no, back to your project. What are you going with that?
So the only thing I got left after we get the harness bar in is I gotta order harnesses and put those in, and then I gotta buy a fire extinguisher. And that car should be tracked, ready. It needs an oil change, and hopefully the knock goes away when I change the oil again.
Oh yeah.
Because that's normally what happens when it starts knocking. I change the oil and somehow it goes away.
What about the
Okay, bro.
power steering pump?
I'm
Ooh.
just gonna make sure I have power steering fluid in it and send
You
it.
kind of need that for drifting, bro.
I mean, it just means it won't self steer as well. Which I mean, whatever. If I have a small.
He's gonna be going around the corner like.
No, it's honestly when you're drifting. A lot of guys when you're drifting don't even use power steering
True.
because
If you get enough speed, you're really.
I mean it's not even that. It's
As long as you're in motion.
if you put the weight of the car in that corner, it's gonna want to pull the wheel that way anyway.
Right. Well, we haven't asked him what his Samson was his first vehicle.
Oh,
was.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Manual.
Yeah, regular question that everybody needs to know.
Absolutely.
First is
vehicle.
first car, second is first car you had to do manual.
First car you learned to drive manual in.
I've only had 2 vehicles that are manual. The very first one was I believe a 98 yellow soft top Eclipse.
All right, that could have like that.
Gen 1?
Yeah, him and his
yeah.
fucking Eclipse.
Oh, Gen 1.
Gen 1 Eclipses. Yeah.
Oh, the
Right.
fucking, that was the all-wheel
The power
drive
gun.
equivalent to the Eagle Tower?
No, there was front wheel drive ones too.
Yeah.
They had
But,
a-
yeah, that was my first actual manual I ever bought. Bought it for I think $800 or something like that.
Back when you could get the
Yep.
freight.
Exactly, yeah.
Anymore, they're like $4,000.
Yeah, they're rusted.
Exactly, they got
Clutch.
200,000 miles.
Right. Decent.
Alright, first car you ever bought.
My very first car was given to me. The first one I ever actually bought was yet again a 98. It was a 98 Monte Carlo Z2074 or something like that.
70 something, yeah.
It,
I remember with all the
it
packages
was
they
still
had.
front wheel drive, but they only came out with like 2 to 3 models, but it was the more advanced one.
Right. That was before the NASCAR edition, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it was before that one. Yeah.
Grace Hill, Grace Dale.
I would like those bikes better if they were real wheel drive.
Grace Hill, Grace Dale.
And I called him a white motherfucker.
Oh, tell them about the Mustang though, bro.
Which one?
The one you
Which
bought.
one?
The Grabber Blue.
Okay, yeah, I had a
The next
2000. I had a 2010. It was just V6 auto, but it was Gabber blue. I had it lowered. It was almost slammed. The stock wheels, but that was the first car I ever actually started to mod.
Gotcha.
We should do that too. We haven't even talked about that. First car we ever modded.
Modded. Yeah, fair.
I mean, mine's kind of the same because I can't keep my hands off cars.
Well, we still have one more new person question we gotta ask him now. We have 3 vehicles for you to choose from.
Oh,
With
yes.
no money, no limits and stuff like that. What would be your daily driver? What would be your daily show car you can take to the track on the weekends? And what would be your full-on build car for like, racing, track
purposes or
purposes,
whatever.
off-roading, stuff like that?
Well, see, the biggest thing with me is like I love my cars, but once I started getting trucks, that's kind of where everything was gone.
Right.
I do
What would be
like
the trucks too?
Yeah, let's say it could be anything.
yeah,
so.
a daily vehicle.
Dream Daily, money not now.
It's
Except for your
I've actually driven one of these before. It was valued at about $120,000 about 5 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was kind of I believe the Jeep Brute.
Oh, I forgot about those.
You kind of don't hear about
Yeah.
it. I drove the one and I loved how it looked and everything. But that would probably be my daily there.
I forgot those even existed.
Yeah, I forgot.
Those things were awesome, dude.
It's in the same category as the Nitros that came
Yeah.
out for a little bit.
Never heard of Nitros. Oh,
yeah.
Dude.
Oh, I know what a Nitro is.
Okay.
They
So
were
the Jeep
awesome.
Brute, is that like the 8 or whatever?
Yeah, I'll see if I can pull up a photo. But their V8s, I think it's almost like the Jeep Gladiators now, but it was before they actually had the Gladiator.
It was a rendition of the Comanche, is what it was.
Yeah.
Before they came out with the Gladiator.
No.
No. Hennessy Motors came out with the freaking 6x6. But and they took the Gladiator and turned it into a 6x6. Did you see their rendition of a 10x10 freaking Ram?
Oh,
Yeah.
the black one?
I think it was a 10x10. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the Jeep Brute would probably be my daily.
Okay.
And then what were the other two?
Well, the second one was your like car show / take it to the drag strip deal type
Your weekend-
car.
your weekend driver.
Yep, weekend cruiser.
Weekend driver or cruiser.
I mean, hey, they can do whatever.
Anything you want
You
that.
can be in a Apache helicopter if you think you could have fun in it.
I would not mind flying an Apache helicopter.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like,
see, I really,
Hey, bitch. Hop in my black car.
There, if you ever get a chance to go, it's worth it. 100%.
Oh yeah, sure.
So much.
I've flown in one before.
Yeah, the Blackhawks.
I've never flown.
Yeah, they're freaking
Nasty,
awesome.
bro.
Especially if you get I flew in a Blackhawk
So
with an Apache pilot.
Hey,
Nuts.
yeah, no. So every now and then during like training and stuff like that, they have people that just need like flight hours and stuff like that. So like we'll be there on base and be like, hey, you want to just go fly in fucking Blackhawk?
Right.
And we were like, fuck yeah, I want to fly in Blackhawk and shit.
But keep going. You're in cars.
weekend driver, I really don't know. 'Cause I've driven 2 Ferraris and I've driven one of the newer Ford GTs.
Okay.
I did really like both of them. The 2 Ferraris was a California hardtop, and the other one I believe it was called Enzo
Yep.
or something.
And you did not call me?
I drove both these about 5-6 years ago.
I don't care.
Fucking
My phone,
Enzo,
too.
bro.
Not bad.
I don't care.
The trouble I would get into is somebody handed me the keys to one of them.
So I did get a rare.
Fuck.
I did get a rare opportunity to actually drive a original '98 911 Turbo.
Yeah.
That was a fucking cool car to drive.
I got to drive a GTO.
God, I've driven nothing that cool.
It was
It's the Enzo.
I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
I love you, but I hate you.
I don't.
believe
It's.
that's
Some, I don't think it's an Enzo.
It's not-
No,
it's not that
that's
bright.
like a speciality or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
That's
No, that's
the-
still cool though.
That's
Cool
one
Ferrari, though.
Ferrari.
fucking.
I mean, unless you count off-roading at a record, I mean, that's pretty fun.
That's the
though.
Ford
It is.
GT.
Yep.
That's fun.
You know, that's
New
pretty
GT,
stuck in
yep.
those
That's
things.
when they first came out. Yeah. Took that photo April 17th of 2019.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So they were still very much new.
I was working for Ford when they came out, whatever. When the new Raptors came out and when the new GTs came out, whatever. I got to see all the new
So,
ones.
what would be your full-on track car build?
Track car, off
You seem
road.
more-
Off-road, whatever. Your ultimate build. What would it be? You have 2 Rams already.
When it comes to more of a track car,
Even if it's an off-road build.
It can be off. What?
Yeah.
Just a build in general. What would you want to build to the ultimate? Like a car that you could ultimately modify and change stuff on. What would be your ultimate build? Whether it's an off-road car, a track car, whatever.
if like an ultimate build, no money or anything, I really do like trophy trucks.
Yes.
I would love to like ultimately build a almost crew cab 4-door trophy truck.
Hell yeah. Do it. I freaking love that.
So, what 2012 Chevys are pretty good with that.
Yeah.
A lot of guys are turning those into
Well, that's what I got. I got a 2011. The same generation runs 11 or 07 to 13.
Yeah.
They're
See,
they're
some of
really
the-
good trucks.
They make
too.
kits for them too, like body kits and
Yeah.
that for them. They look nice. I would love to have one of those.
That's cool.
In the motor room, like those 07 to 13 Chevys are probably one of the best
It's just a
generations they've
5.3,
made.
yeah.
Well, the small block is a 5.3. If you go big block, you get a 5.7. But still, it's like they're just good trucks.
Right.
Like I've never hated Chevy, but I've always been a Ford guy. But I know that generation of Chevy, like as long as you take care of them, you can get 250,000 miles out of their gas.
Right.
Like the diesels hardly last that long.
Put a BQ in it, bro.
I should.
BQ swap everything. I'm just gonna fuck that last. I'm just gonna put a BQ in stuff. Why? Because Trump.
Fair. Oh, we did ask one question a while back, whatever, for Zach and whatnot too. But what is something in the school system that you wish you were taught growing up that you realize now that
It's
you're
something that would help you out immensely.
What do you think they should teach kids nowadays that
Shut up.
Big word there, dog.
Now,
Something that would help you in the real life.
Education.
Yeah, something in school they didn't teach you would help you out in real life a long time ago.
I mean, one thing is, I didn't even finish high school, and yet I'm making 70 right now a year. But one thing that definitely would help would have been more or less just like fee management.
Yep, that was pretty much our common stuff that one of
It's,
Yeah,
it's
our-
just
I think credit was the biggest one.
Yep.
credit is horrible. Like just trying to get credit started is an absolute pain.
Yep.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Everybody wants you to build your
Yeah.
credit. Nobody wants to give you a loan to build your credit.
You need credit to build credit, and it's complete. It makes no
The
sense.
system.
It's
Yeah.
all fun. The system is all fun.
Right. Yep. In order to have a higher number, you have to have a higher debt cap and usage first. Yeah, I don't understand that.
So I literally
Yeah, I don't understand
spent.
the cab part. Like how in credit they don't want you to spend a certain amount of the credit allowance that you have. It's like this is available, but you only should spend 10% of this, but you have all of this available to you to help build more. But don't use that because it's bad on your credit. But
Right.
you should use this
It's
stuff.
ridiculous.
Literally spent a couple of years just getting small loans so I could slowly build up.
Yeah,
Yep.
Like going out and pointlessly, like I have money in the bank and be like, but
Get
I
a
need to
personal
build
loan.
credit, so I'm gonna go
Right.
go get a personal loan that I have absolutely zero use for,
Right.
so that I can attempt to build my credit over the next 5
Right.
years.
I had a Harbor Freight card.
Yep.
Got maxed it out.
Like,
As soon as I got it, I was like, let's spend
I've been
500
really
bucks.
good. I've been really good with my Harbor Freight credit card, and I only owe like $30 on that bitch.
even
I
though
like 300.
I've been building my credit for a couple of years now. I'm at like about 600-ish. I can't even get approved for a Harbor Freight.
Wow.
Harbor Freight debit
Yeah, you
card.
gotta have like a 640 or above.
And it's
Yeah.
just like, are you kidding me?
Ridiculous.
And even then, they don't give you a decent amount. Like
Right.
my
Yeah,
cutoff
mine
was
was
500.
500,
Yeah,
yeah.
my cutoff was
What the
500.
crazy part is, if you wanted to go to college and rack up freaking $80,000-$90,000 in freaking
Oh, don't worry about it now. They'll just
No,
forgive that
freaking-
shit.
Yeah, no shit. Only 10,000 of it. It's fine. You got the Pell Grant at 12,000, 20,000, but still. Anyway,
Fuck
but it's just completely fucking opposite of what like actually could be used versus
Huge.
nowadays type of thing.
You know how many of us joined the military so that college would be free? And then I didn't even go to college. You know how many people in general join the military because they're like, hey, free college. And then they're like, oh, let's forgive so much of student debt.
You're allowed to
I want
talk.
to say you could be the mystery in the background.
Our camera woman's gonna talk.
I was gonna say I literally get paid to go to college
Yeah.
because I have children. I have dependents, and so they compensate for that, so I can get all of my school stuff for free, plus what I get to keep whatever else is left. So I get paid to, like, when I got my degree, I got paid to get that degree,
Yep.
basically.
I was just smarter because I got paid to go.
Too bad I don't have ovaries.
College isn't for me.
So you just gotta be a computer nerd
Hey.
like I was, and I got paid like $2,000 a semester to go to college.
You
Dumb
got
as
Yep.
fuck, drive a truck. That's what I do.
Well, yeah, everybody that drives a truck's pretty much dumb as fuck.
Hey, but I could drive the hell out of a truck, alright?
I don't know. I've had a
Makes me
truck
nervous.
too.
My fucking work here.
I've put my work van in some sketchy places where people are like, "Are you gonna fit?" Yeah, I'm
Oh,
fit.
absolutely.
Oh, so this guy helped me out yesterday. Got the motor in the Honda now.
Oh,
Yeah, it's got a motor in it, all the coolant's hooked up, carburetor's in, hooked up, all the electrical. Literally, if I wanted to, I could hook some fuel to it and hook up the ignition and start it if I wanted to. Granted, there's no wheels and stuff on it, but I could turn the motor over
It's
if I
getting
wanted
somewhere
to.
though.
So,
It's gotta button it up.
yes, now I'm waiting on, I'm at the point where I'm waiting on stuff to, body parts come back from paint. I gotta send wheels and stuff off for powder coating, get those back,
Speaking
mount
of
it all
wheels,
up, and it'll
gotta
get
get those
done.
mounted.
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
and the Honda will be
I
done.
talked to Alex
So,
about it. See if he can mount those.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm gonna need an extra set of wheels. I'm gonna at least I'm gonna take 2 fronts and then 6 rears to the event. I doubt I'll go through all 6 rears with how smooth that concrete is and how low powered my car is.
Right.
But just to be safe, I'm gonna take extra.
What size rims you got?
They're 18s. 5x114. I have
I might have
bunch of
some.
extra.
I'm trying to remember what they are. I've got some rims at home. They came off of Fort Lightning. They've got Nitto like 555s on them.
So I have spare underneath all that shit over there. There's probably like 6 spare tires.
I think they're 18. the Ford Lightnings, so they had larger rims. I want to say
The
Oh,
Lightning?
okay.
Like which generation of Lightning?
second gen.
Second gen.
Second gen did have larger rims. The
So-
original Lightning
Yeah, they were
had like
16s.
16s,
That's what I was
17s.
thinking, the 16
Yeah.
on the originals, yeah. I forgot they had the second gen, that bigger one.
Yeah, their second gen rims. I want to say they're either 18s or 19s.
Yeah, I have 3 sets of rims and I have a bunch of tires. I just don't have them out or anything yet.
Yeah, they're big fat.
What time do we got now?
I think
We're like
20 something?
21.
Right. Yep. Well, I'm good.
Steven,
Yep.
input?
Let's say, you wanna talk this episode, or?
He's only said like, hey, he's only said like 4
I was
words.
gonna
He
say,
hasn't said any words.
ever since I
All we were
mentioned,
talking about is splitter.
I was gonna say, once we mentioned the yellow splitter, bumper guards, whatever, then Golly stopped.
Yeah, he really likes the bananas.
Yeah,
If you're a Dodge
bananas back
owner,
on.
leave your bananas on the front bumper. Steven loves it.
No, you don't. If I see him, I will rip him off.
That's how we get Steven to talk.
We figured out the key.
Talk about bananas.
Yep.
He likes his fantastic.
Banana!
No, literally the day my car showed up, I ripped that shit off.
At the dealership?
No, at my house.
You're just gonna pull in the Dodge dealership, start ripping them off the front bumpers.
Honestly, I couldn't. Yeah.
Well,
They're
Do
only like
not
that big.
suggest that.
But-
fucking Thursday.
Alright, so, comment, like, subscribe.
Go check out the TikTok, the Instagram.
Yep, hit the notification bell, some new ones. We're trying to upload more often, or at least split up videos and stuff like that.
We're gonna
So
try to get
we're
some more
gonna
shorter style videos
Yep.
out there.
We need to film everybody's projects.
Yep, absolutely.
We have a
So,
lot of shit we need to film.
Yeah.
I know.
So once we get a little bit more free time during fall stuff, whatever, once the car show starts dying down a little bit, we'll start working on projects.
Yeah, we've all been
All
super
stuff.
busy on a bunch of different things. Honestly, this week, I don't think any of us hung out this week except for right now.
No, we've all been working on builds.
Yeah, I just been working in general, so.
Yeah.
That too, yeah.
Yep.
I've been at home working on projects.
We know, Adam, you've been in.
Fucking nuts, Adam.
Hey, you know what? I'm allowed some time off, okay?
Shut
Go
up.
fuck yourself.
Shut up.
Them
All right.
ones are-
God damn.
Like, comment, subscribe. This is the end of episode 13. We'll see you in the next one.
Hammer!